Hello, beauty and barber professionals. This is Tyler Sullivan on Wednesday, May 18th with a very important video for you to talk about the coronavirus pandemic, where we're at right now, to help navigate in your professional decisions. We as a beauty supply distributor here in New England have many clients who rely on us for consultative support. That is the purpose of us filming this video for you. We are going to provide some advice as to whether or not you choose to stay open, the best ways to go about doing that in a sanitary manner to help mitigate the spread of the virus. And also, if you happen to be one of the unfortunate teams who have decided to close their doors, a very difficult decision, we want to share with you some ideas on how to continue to bring in revenue during this downtime. We have put together a suite of assets that you can download to share with your team, and also some digital assets for your social media channels that you can use to communicate to your clientele as to what you're doing in the industry right now. The current scenario with the coronavirus as of today is that it continues to evolve, right? It's a fluid process. Last Friday, it was no gatherings of 50 or larger. This Monday, it was no gatherings of 10 or larger. We have basically a full lockdown going throughout the United States right now. It's very important that you stay informed if you're going to be potentially working with your clients right now, so you're not in a mode of panic. We also know that the virus typically isn't showing symptoms for 10 to 14 days. So what does this mean? You might have an employee or a client who sits in your chair, unbeknownst to them, is carrying the virus with no symptoms. There are concerns right now that our hospitals may be overwhelmed with not enough beds, respirators, ventilators. We saw this happen in Europe. There are lots of experts saying that we're not prepared for this, which is why we are exercising the whole social distancing thing, and we're on a major lockdown right now. It's obviously limiting the potential of the spread, but to illustrate how important this is, experts are saying that we are currently on the same infection rate trajectory as Italy has been. We're 1 week tracking behind them. Italy right now, as of this morning, 31,500 reported cases of coronavirus. Death toll is at 2,500 people. Those are extreme statistics, and the reason that they're there is because they were a bit informal and behind the curve when it came to their lockdown, their social distancing, and taking it seriously. And now they're trying to catch up, and their hospitals cannot necessarily withstand the amount of people that are coming in. And so, of course, without treatment, that's why they have such large death tolls. And that's why it's so important for us right now. So that is the current status. So let's start with the topic of panic and our responsibility to ourselves and our clients if we are choosing to continue to conduct business during this time. Number one, we all have a responsibility in this time to stay informed on what's happening and to understand how to properly care for ourselves and those in our place of business. Spend some time checking in with your news apps, like I mentioned. We like CNN, reliable source, but stay informed. You can watch YouTube's top trending videos, etc. Take some time to understand it yourself, not just word of mouth, so you feel confident discussing this with your clients. Be extra cognizant right now about your good hygiene, of course. Have disinfectant on your station, at your front desk, if you can get your hands on it. Refrain from handshakes. If you sneeze or cough into your hands, take a minute to disinfect. Your client will totally appreciate it. It's about creating habits and maintaining those habits. Also, keep in mind that our industry provides a service in an environment that offers escapism. Your guests come to you to feel better about themselves. You know, our father CB used to say, never start a conversation by asking someone how they're doing. Instead, ask what great things are happening to you. Now, I'm not saying employ that exact language right now, but you have the capabilities of shaping the conversation to the atmosphere that you want to work with your guest in. So let's not have a mentally draining conversation. It's not going to leave either you or your guest feeling great about the time you spent together. Instead, help shape the atmosphere that you want by first sharing with them that you want to make sure they have a wonderful experience. You've taken all the precautions necessary to make sure they're in a safe environment, and that you'd like to know if they have any new hair challenges that they're trying to address. Basically, what you're doing now is you're controlling the direction of the conversation, and you're ushering them into a consultation that can have positive results for the both of you. So avoid the hype where possible. because in these times, if we're choosing to conduct business, we want to obviously create a safe environment, but also an environment of tranquility for our guests. They're seeing you to feel better about themselves. Which brings us to the owners listening that are choosing to conduct business right now. We have some recommendations for you. Number one, if you have a group of employees that work with you, you need to address your team in either a team meeting or through your communication channels. And these are the recommendations that we have. Number one, every stylist has an independent responsibility for the safety of each other, for the safety of your clients, and for the viability of your business to be extra conscientious of their hygiene, of their social distancing efforts outside of the salon, and of their communication efforts in the case that they're not feeling 100%. Do not come in, do not sacrifice everybody that's in the salon. They need to recognize that. Number two, share with them what practices you as the owner are taking to ensure that you have an extra clean and sanitary facility. We also recommend communicating that through your digital channels and through signage in your business. Number three, how do you want them operating within your space at this time? Meaning, if they are to cough or sneeze, do they have to go to the bathroom to wash their hands? Are we shaking clients' hands? Are we consultating face-to-face or are we consultating in the mirror? You need to outline the parameters that they need to understand so they can operate within your space effectively and safely. This also includes you folks who own booth rental salons. Yes, the booth renters are independent contractors who work on their own. They can handle their own business, but they are within your space. You need to be safe within your space, have a meeting with them, communicate to them what you guys are doing. Number four, we'd recommend covering with your team and implementing the tips from the attached articles that we've put in our blog post. One of them is called 10 Tips to Prevent Coronavirus in the Salon. It comes from Bang Style. It's a fantastic article. The other one are the CDC's tips for keeping a sanitary work environment. Again, you can print these out, have them for a group meeting, or you can forward them right to each one of your team members' phones and make sure that you guys are following these. Number five, consider micro-guarding your station. I'm not sure if you've heard of this, but there is a company based out of Massachusetts called MicroGuard 47 that will come to you and install a clear antimicrobial film on all of your stations and key surface areas, like the front desk, which is guaranteed to kill all bacteria that comes into contact with it, including the coronavirus. This antimicrobial film is infused with nanosilver technology in which the silver ions attach to the harmful bacteria and kill it on site. They do installs, and in the matter of hours, it makes a major difference. I'm going to leave their information below so you guys can take a look at their pamphlet and you can contact them directly, and it's going to make a huge difference for you. The bottom line here is, guys, if you're choosing to operate during these times, you have a social responsibility to take as many safety precautions as possible to mitigate the risk of spreading the virus. We have provided some really great brief reference guides and also a full social media suite of assets that you can simply download and post to your Instagram, to your Facebook, to your website, to your email conversations, and help you communicate key messaging to your clients. We also have some tools that will help you drive revenue, whether your business remains open or you choose to close. So take a look at the link below in the blog and download some of those assets, and hopefully they're helpful for you and your business. Okay, so now let's talk about ways to maintain revenue and manage your productivity during this downtime that you may be having. For those of you who have made the difficult decision to temporarily close, you're probably feeling anxious about how you're going to make ends meet. So here's a few ideas for you. First and foremost, it looks like the government is requesting a stimulus package for those of us who have had to close our businesses due to the pandemic. This excerpt from the Washington Post. The Trump administration wants to send direct cash payments to Americans in the coming weeks to help them cope with the economic ravages of the coronavirus. The overall price tag of the package could be around $1 trillion, making it one of the largest federal emergency fiscal packages ever assembled. So we will see how this shakes out and how to file our claims when the time comes. Make sure you're paying attention to that. Number two, Advertise that you are willing to travel to your client's home to conduct one-on-one services if you are comfortable doing so. What we would recommend doing here is outline your stipulations. For instance, you won't set foot into an environment that is compromising, and you have the right of refusal if you feel that that is necessary. You can also do the same with retail. You could text them and say, let us know if you have any retail requests, we will deliver it to you. This is something you can continue to do to generate revenue while your doors are closed. Number 3, offer a benefit for your guests to buy gift certificates from your business right now. Don't discount your services. That's not the type of incentive we're looking for. What we would recommend is that you offer a free gift with purchase. I want to talk to you about a quick program that we are putting together to support our clients who are closing their doors for the coronavirus. If you want to continue to sell gift certificates right now so you can have cash flow coming in, what we will do is we will support you while your doors are closed by giving you a free retail product for every $100 in gift card purchases that a client buys from you. Okay, so now what you can do is you can offer your clients the incentive and say, hey, you know what? To help us make ends meet in our small business right now, when we're normally reliant on service revenue, we're selling gift cards so we can have some cash flow coming in. What we're going to do is we're going to offer an incentive of a free retail size product of your choice. Average might be a $20 value for every $100 in gift card purchases you make. So if they make $200 in gift card purchases, you can give them 2 free retail products. During the period that you are down, you can offer this program. At the end of that period, when you come back up and running, what you would do is show us a report of your gift card purchases, who bought them, and what products specifically they got from you, and we will go ahead and replenish those products for you. This is something that we are doing to try and help support you during this downtime. That is an incentive to sell gift cards right now and to have cash revenue coming in. We have also included an outline of the directions for this program in our digital asset library that is in our blog post for you. So feel free to download that and reference that if you want to take advantage of it. Number 4, are we on, or 5? I don't know. Offer a 20% discount on any product sales to your guests throughout the period that you are down. Use the premise that your business is reliant on service sales, of which are frozen until further notice. And because you still have to pay the bills, they can support your small business through replenishing their favorite products or take a chance on some that they've been waiting to try, now with a 20% discount. You know, if you do the math on this, if your average product costs around $25 to the guest, this equates to about a $5 discount if you're doing 20% off, which still enables some profitability for you, and it creates additional cash flow, of course. Also, use your downtime potentially to do these things. Develop a social media strategy for your Instagram presence. Talk to us if you have questions. We're very good at this. Build out some email campaigns for upcoming holidays that you want to capitalize on. We always feel like when we're in the heat of the moment, we don't have time to do these things. So build out a campaign ahead of time. How do you advertise for upcoming holidays? Research some video testimonials on those new brands that you've been exploring, that you haven't had time to explore. Tap into the YouTube page of the brands that you represent to get some decent online education. For instance, we represent John Paul Mitchell Systems, Living Proof, Evo Hair, Unite Hair, Lakme USA, a bunch of big brands that all have dedicated YouTube channels. You can go through there right now. Your stylist can go through and freshen up on product knowledge. Have some fun with that. Take some time to explore those YouTube pages. Prioritize your long list of tasks that you haven't had time to get to. There are a number of positives that we can pull from this pandemic, both personal and professional. We would encourage that you prompt your team to work on a list of things that you guys can do to tweak your guest experience or your operations or their personal development. And once everyone has contributed 3 ideas, you can collectively agree on which takes precedence and work as a team to tackle it. For those of you staying open for business but are having client fallout, we have a few ideas for you as well. We would recommend that you focus on advertising specials on your more profitable services. These specials may include a discount or an added benefit for trying the service if they haven't tried it before. Perhaps a retail product of their choice included in the cost of the service. For full service salons and spas, maybe you consider offering aggressive packaged services right now to pamper someone with a day of beauty while incorporating a free waxing service or a paraffin dip or a nail service, something that doesn't break the bank but has a high perceived value. That might be a very nice opportunity to offer something complimentary to get people in and purchase larger packages from you. Also, promote your great cover-up products like Style Edit. We represent Style Edit. You do great cover-up in between your services. If they're going to be stretching out their services and they don't want to have blaring roots, this is a nice opportunity for you to create sales in that manner. You can do that if you're opened or if you're closed, of course, by reaching out to those people who are not getting their great cover-up. Please see the accompanied links to access the digital assets that we've created for you guys to download and circulate them through your team and through your social media channels. You're going to enjoy those. Those are very helpful tools that we've provided for you. And finally, guys, we want to communicate to you how we at Sullivan Beauty are pivoting to conduct business safely and how it may help you in your business practices. Number one, we will carry on with normal business hours in our professional showroom and with our support teams, which are Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you can rely on us via our customer care channels through our sales consultants as you need us. Number two, each of our distribution team members are required to check in with their manager at the beginning of their shift for a daily health check and are wearing gloves during their shift through Friday, April 4th. Our facilities' common touch points, including our professional showroom, are being sanitized multiple times throughout the day, including at minimum during opening, midday, and closing. We are enforcing a work-from-home policy to encourage self-quarantining practices for some of our team members who can effectively do their job from home and don't need to be in the office. We are canceling all hands-on education classes for the foreseeable future. We will be offering demonstrative classes scheduled via live webinar and have implemented a new policy for in-salon education. Download the updated education policies in our digital asset library for you. Also, our field sales representatives have been advised to check in with you guys daily to determine your preferred method of conducting business during this time. They're being given the choice of working digitally or meeting with you in person if both parties feel up to it. You know, guys, we've been building up this company for a while. We are fully digital at this point. So anything that you guys may need, whether it be price sheets, the new deal sheets, support items, whatever, it's all available via text, via email. So just reach out to your sales consultant. We can help you with that. If you don't know who that is, customer care at sullivanbeauty.com can help you there. We have implemented a web store coupon for you guys. Our web store, sullivanbeauty.com, is available 24/7. It has our full catalog of everything, including our current promotions on there. And we're giving you guys $10 off on your order for anybody who's on our web store. This is to encourage you guys to get on there, to explore it. The registration process literally takes 3 minutes. We made it very fast and efficient for you guys, unlike this video. So you can log right in there, you can jump right on, you can shop immediately. And when you get to the shopping cart, you put in the word safe order 320, and that will get you $10 off on your order with us in our web store. So that's the safest way that we can go about doing business right now. And we encourage you guys to explore sullivanbeauty.com. Last but not least, please stay connected with us on our Facebook page. We have a private stylist group. It's got 2,200 licensed professionals from the New England market in there right now. We are sharing information like this, of course. Maybe you're seeing this video in there. But if you're not in there, search stylist on Facebook and get yourself into that group. You can share with other professionals what they're doing right now to stay sanitary in their workplace. It's a good resource for you. If you can't find it in groups, go to the Sullivan Beauty Facebook page and scroll just down past the top and you're gonna see a link that says join the stylist group. These are tumultuous times right now. We're going through this together. We will be here for you through this time and afterwards when you need to get back up and running. So please, don't hesitate to reach out to us. And for gosh sakes, please keep safe and best wishes to everybody out there.